get to each of these gentlemen in just a moment because Willie was shaking his head saying no, the movie was not indeed made about Minnesota Fats, but we'll let him explain that. And in the meantime, let me quickly explain what we're going to be seeing during the course of this competition. 5 forms of pocket billiards: 9-ball, 8-ball, rotation, straight pool, and 1 pocket. Each will be explained at the appropriate time. Now, Fats, you came up, you had something to say, and earlier you told me you're going to rob Willie. What do you mean?
That's exactly right, and what else I'm going to tell you is Willie's over there shaking his head, and you got in your pocket 3 months before the movie ever came out. Willie was interviewed just like he's being interviewed last night and today and last year and last week, and he said that they was going to expose me as a pool hustler, the greatest pool hustler in the world. You got it in the very words right there. You can read it out to the people. And it said that the real Minnesota Fats is none other than New York Fats, known better as New York Fats. There it is in the joint. Now, Willie been telling people that I ain't the one. Well, who was it gonna, if they wasn't describing me in a movie, The Hustler, why didn't they make a movie about Willie? I'd have racked the balls.
All right, so much for Fats's position. I said there was apparent open hostility. Come back here, Fats. Let's turn to Willie. Your rejoinder.
Well, all I can say is a gentleman by the name of Walter Tevis out in Ohio, pardon me, Howard, that wrote the book, and in the book he states that it's a fictional story. So now what would you say?
Were you a consultant to the film?
I was on it for 4.5 months.
All right, we've established the grudge between the two men. However, unwittingly, we did...
First time I seen Gleason in Miami, after the movie, he sit there, he says, Fatty, did they take care of you? I wind up with all the cash in the show. They have done all the work. I wind up with all the gold.
All right, you're going to get your chance now. It's the showdown match. Fats against Willie Mosconi. The first competition, 9-ball. The 2 players will flip for break. Let's go.
Now, you want to
Diamond-shaped rack, 9-ball. Best of 9 in the series. And they're even arguing about what to wear.
That's for monkeys, a man. A pool player with a tuxedo. Now, here's a question. I told him at the Commodore, a pool player with a tuxedo would put ice cream on a hot dog. We know you.
Jacobs, one of the promoters trying to officiate the squabble.
You understand? I let everybody make the rules, because I'm going to win anyway.
Why don't we have it out in the pool?
And after it's over, we'll play some...
Willie agrees. There'll be no wearing of coats. We'll be back for the start in just a moment.
I can't believe they can do it for $19.99.
It's all.
Go play ping pong with a tuxedo on.
Now you want to get in the seat, please? Yeah, that's another seat.
Well, I gotta sit down too. That's why you needed a flip gun and a gas mask. We didn't have no evening at time. Just sit down. When I played in Istanbul for the Sultan, this is how I...
All right, now a little quiet.
Okay, Mr. Mosconi.
Okay, Willie's about to break. Remember I said that we're playing 5 different forms of pool. They begin with 9-ball, and in effect, the first one to win 3 of the types is the victor.
9?
9 anytime, Fats. As long as you call it.
But I gotta do the 1, you call the 1, the 2, the 2. That's the way they play 9-ball in Siberia. In Siberia, they play 9-ball, you shoot.
Just to clarify that little exchange, Willie Mosconi set the rules. Fats said he didn't care. He'd play by whatever rules Willie set. And now Fats is learning the rules for the first time. And the key rule is you have to call your shot. Now, that shot was not called, so the ball will come back. You have to hit the balls in rotation, of course. The 1 first, the 2 second, and so on up. But combinations are allowed. So here we go. Well, it looks looks like he's going to try to bank the 2-ball, and we should take a look at the way he's going to try to make that shot.
Bank the 2-ball.
That's it. Nope. 2-ball goes into the wrong pocket, so up it comes.
Huh? Watch out. Well, try to hit it. Try to hit it. No. Well, if you try to hit it, you can't call none. You just hit it. That's all. We're going to be here all night anyhow. It's raining. I ain't going no place. Just cancel my reservation.
Fatz's confusion, as I mentioned, over the rules is because he didn't even want the explanation in advance. Okay, well, he sank the 2. Now he's calling the 3. Perfect.
4-ball.
Willie calling the balls in rotation, remember? They must be hit in rotation. And Willie wanted the right to call your shots as part of the rules because he wanted to take the element of luck out of the game. This is a man who ran once 526 consecutive balls. Fats looking on intently as Willie is doing away with the table one by one.
6-ball, corner pocket.
Now watch how beautifully he will play position, setting himself up for the next ball, leading up to the object ball, the 9-ball. Sink that one, you win the game. Perfectly back for the 8-ball.
8.
And let's watch. Ideal position to sink the 9-ball. It's possible to run the whole table, miss the 9-ball, the opponent sinks the 9-ball, he wins the game. Not now. Willie wins the first game in the 9-ball competition. We'll be back. Great pool shootout. Willie Mosconi against Minnesota Fats. The 9-ball competition underway. Best of 9 wins the series. Mosconi leading 1 game to none. Mosconi likes total quiet. Fats likes to destroy the opponent with talk. Thus this earlier conversation. Is it going to be possible, under our rules of procedure, for you to remain quiet while Willie shoots? He, of course, has to remain quiet while you shoot.
Let me tell you a secret. I can play as if I was deaf and dumb. I can play if you had a gang war in the joint. It don't mean nothing to me. Whatever you want to do, I do it nice. And when I leave with the cash. You understand? I don't care what goes on. I wouldn't care if they were shooting bow and arrows or having a Western movies, and that don't bother me. You understand? 99 out of 100 pool players, you ain't allowed to breathe. Guy was playing a world championship at a match, and a guy in the back, he's shooting him. The whole table's open, and some sucker took a cigarette out of his mouth like this. He ain't even supposed to see it. And he says, good heavens. My God, did you see what he do to me? I said, what'd he do to you? I was sitting right there. He said, didn't you see just I'm going to let go? He took a cigarette. I said, well, if I were you, I'd play in a wax museum, and then if anybody moves, then I'd get out of town.
Well, Willie's ready for the break. Fats looks like he's getting out of town. He's almost out of the arena.
Fats.
Referee calls Fats back, and here he comes. What happened? I want you to watch closely, because here's a chance. Yep, he's going to try the combination and trying to win the game right here on the very first shot, as the diagram just displayed. He was using the 1-ball to hit the 9 into the corner, and it didn't work. So Willie's got the 1-ball easily set up.
1-ball, corner.
Don't forget, you have to hit in rotation. Lowest ball on the table. Combinations are allowable. And you can't give Mosconi an opening. Not with his ability at straight pool. That's his top game.
2-ball.
And in effect, this becomes straight pool for Willie. That was a remarkable shot, folks. It required a delicacy. Let's look at it again. You'll see what I mean. No margin for error. Look how closely that ball avoids the purple or 4-ball. Watch in slow motion. that's the magic, ladies and gentlemen, of Willie Mosconi as we watch the cue ball and then freeze. Ultimately, the cue ball came to rest. We'll see it right now, pocket back there. And Fats is beginning to look a little dubious about the talents of Mosconi. Dubious in the sense of, can I compete with him when you have to call your shots? But now Mosconi has a problem. Remember, the 9 ball is the object of the game. And remember, too, Mosconi leads 1 game to none in the best of 9 9-ball competition.
4-ball corner pocket.
4 other forms of pool are scheduled in the total competition. Nice shot by Fats. Let's watch his position. Back against the 5-ball. Tough situation. Now let's look at what he's going to have to try. He's going to try to bank it. He's a great bank player, but that time he just missed. And you can't leave Mosconi an opening. He can kill you.
5-ball corner pocket.
Each player has been given expenses in advance.
6-ball
Winner of the overall match gets $15,000. And right here you see Mosconi again, setting himself up.
7-ball corner pocket.
Now he's got the 8, but must leave himself spotted for the 9. And he's done exactly that.
9-ball corner pocket. Game Mr. Mosconi.
So Mosconi leads in the 9-ball competition 2 games to none.